deep play coming out as well from, I believe that's Medusa on the back, just making sure no flank could come through. So the only threat's really going to be Short and Heaven. Zephyr happy to take this fight, spots out one. No real problems just yet. They just bide the time. Neff going to be trying to sit this one out. And yeah, it looks like V1 are trying to weigh up their options. Any damage to be done could be fantastic here if they can cost them those rifles. They can maybe build from this short piece. There was a second where Jammies could have maybe converted, and there it is. Zelstis and Penny out of nowhere double down. Zelstis finds another, and Effie's finds some fantastic work. Now the time's not going to be there, but the damage is done. Now can they get the rifles away in time? That's a big question. You can see Medusa waiting and at least punish Effie's. There we go, keeps that one away, but one rifle taken back for Zelstis. And it seems like the Marshal will be maintained too. Maybe I'm giving too much credit, but we do love observers here. And it looks like it's go time. Already going to head on straight through, but Jammies quickly claims it. It does go for a 1-for-1, but that's not bad. Zelstis going to buy the time. Pop down the molly, swing on the flash as well. Effie's right by his side. Look at this. I love the fact they fight together, and Zelstis isolating Zephyr. And now Vanity wants in. They've been called over. Look at this work from V1. This is brilliant team play between each other.
Beautiful to watch, actually, Lauren. I have joined you back now. And actually, in a perfect round to see it as well.
Yeah, enjoy.
Rion, last man standing, Sheriff in hand. Again, just going to look to do a little damage here. Spike, unretrievable. Well, you can actually isolate Vanity up in heaven. He's the lowest at 5 HP, but looking as if it might actually be Penny here in a minute. It will be. Lands the headshot. We'll find the first. Sue doesn't find the second, though. Zelstis is third on the round there. V1 cleaning that one up with ease.
Slightly here. I'm wondering if he's looking for information on this, and he might get a little bit more than he'd want to, but yeah, it can be a burst piece from at least 3 of the players now coming through. Zephyr's going to be the one kind of at the forefront of this, going to lead the way in. Effie's playing a little deeper on the site. Spam does connect a touch, but the site will go towards the Crazy Raccoons for now. Unless Penny can grab a quick kill on the way, but no, the spike's already on the site, so there should be a post plant. Unless anything can disrupt it, I don't think anything can. V1, first time we get to really see a fully fledged retake coming through. Zephyr already going to start this one out with a spot to play coming back on through, but Penny, way too quick. Just absolutely eviscerates Zephyr. Now going to look for more. He keeps going. Penny is on a tear right now, and he knows where the next target's going to be, and he is unstoppable in this. Penny with an incredible play back through. He's got by Zephyr coming through market. Going to be a bit of a surprise, and tag's not enough. That's going to encourage the swing from Jammies, who's going to stay alive with this one. Swings out again, catching even more. Jammies with great work here, biding time and bringing this back to maybe manageable situation. Was at least Munchkin finding Penny there. Kind of surprising, but Munchkin now ult out, needs to kind of find place for this. Does want to clear the back of Boathouse, but decides to go for it himself. Might just send that through towards CT. Spike does need to be planted.
10 seconds
It goes
left.
down. Now, 2v3. No Penny on the retake, but still Zelstis, Effies, and Vanity still have utility too, as they're finding out. Nothing feels safe here. Zelstis already going to lead the way in. Effie's holding that swing as well. And there it is, just down to Munchkin. A 1v2 required. Take a little bit of damage on that. The tag comes in. Incy deals with Zelstis. Maybe there's still some hope here. Munchkin on the reload, though, has to dip around, bite the time. Trying to play it on the clock. He gets the tag, not the frag. Dips back in. And Munchkin brings some pride for the Crazy Raccoon.
Got it all to do, to be honest, and his utility's burnt up pretty early on, so he's not got a lot to stop this.
No. Zephyr going to try and lead the way for his side, and the site's seemingly clear at this point, yeah. Spike on through, going to be a nice plant, and Crazy Raccoons have bounded back, I've got to say it. They've started to actually find some good site takes, have been able to kind of not overly commit towards some of these pieces, but it's retake time for V1. They did do well before in these, but they need to clear short pretty deep to get past this safely. You're going to have the Killjoy ult invested, and Zephyr's still happy to just try and dodge bullets, going full Neo mode here. He's not unchecked, but that's going to be a huge pick. Yeah, Zephyr gets it for free, tries to dip back around. Effie's punishes from short, but by now there's a trade out. That deep hold from short we were talking about is going to be hard to clear, and it was. Medusa going to play towards hell, and there's no way out of this. Suddenly, the Crazy Raccoons have worked it out.
Okay, that was a fantastic setup in the post.
In fact, we're seeing it here. It's kind of really keeping Penny working for it, and you saw the impact he had when he got given freedom, but for now they are going to go back towards that lean towards A. Bit of a good spam actually, comes out and catches Medusa in a big way, down to, what, no HP? Yeah, a couple of the other players are pretty low on the other side. Vanity and Zels is going to take a little bit of a hit off the back of that, but by now already the spike's down again.
Well, Jammies will find Medusa actually trying to, I guess, reset from that. Now Munchkin got to get away from this spot, but he will do it.
So
Find a headshot
nasty.
as well. Effie's with the shock dart also.
Yeah, but this is still game on. Neff, what can you do with this? No! Just darted across from short. May have been able to get in there in time, but caught in the end by Vanity, pulling off this play back in. But I've got to say it.
Make use of the range. Is V1 going to be given a lot of space in B main here? Again, a turret inside, or just inside spawn. The only thing to really spot out this push should it come through. Will get spotted on the owl drone as well, but it'll be pretty easily dealt with off the rip. Actually, yeah, you can see version 1 is like, surely somebody's playing lane or site.
Yeah, maybe getting more than they expected, but as much as all there's noise and ruckus, it just sounds like peacocking. That's gonna be a spike plant and no harm done, but already gonna take a little bit of space back in. Vanity trying to play this just right, does get caught by that though. Damage now done and position now noted. You have to clear this position. It could be such a problem playing towards that retake, but actually Medusa with a great little pickup. But they need more. Trades coming back in and forth. It's going to be just down to Effie's in the 1v3. Trying to get the timing right. No, not going to happen. This is danger now. This is dangerous territory. Winning this pistol, that's great work. They've been able to just kind of filter up all those rifles they've collected. Oh, amazing stuff. Zephyr just holding a bit of a dirty angle to try and play with. Gonna have to force his way out of this, but V1 will at least get towards taking the site here, actually.
So, else is going to clear out a lot of this space, and Jammy's also there as well. One player actually noted very deep on short. No damage done on the way through. Now, Crazy Raccoons have a lot to work with on this retake if they want to invest.
There we go. There's the first big investment in here. We go. Everyone's flying in. Now you can see Munchkin just spooning around. One Malfighter. That's 3 in a row. These guys just popped off on the retake. In the space of a second, they destroy so many, but Jammies is still doing damage. Even the turret finds Munchkin, but the spike now going toyed with. Jammies doesn't check on short. Punishment for that. And Effies can't get in on it.
Retake.
Huge retake.
Like I said, they actually V1 actually lead all the way towards short. Rion, they line up for him.
He's so good in this position as well. He's been such a nuisance playing this spot constantly. And be able to get 2 there again. This time with a rifle at least, but Zelsis going to deal with Munchkin, so they know there's another. But Zephyr's still waiting for the next fall through as they do come towards the site. You could hear the shot go off. Didn't find target, has to fall away to a deeper angle. No, sticks around and gets punished for that. Jammy's not going to let him get away with it. And now 3v3, Spike is going down, can't be denied. Now let's look at these post plants. You're going to have 1 tucked towards hell, 1 towards May. Actually, no, 2 in hell. Okay.
You should run.
Actually, yeah, Jammy's going to invest the lockdown as well. That's going to run the clock down in favor of. Actually, Zelsis gets a lot of pressure here, but have to respect it for the time being. Zelsis, can he find that second? Not going to get detained just yet, but Zelsis still able to run the clock down. Finds the 3rd on the round now, just down to Neff.
Yeah, Neff's not.
That's going to be pressured offshore this time around. Effie's the Hunter's Fury from deep going to find the kill to open things up.
And Rion gone. This isolates him so badly. Yeah, you can see it just instantly makes it all fall to pieces, and Zelsis has been a constant thorn in the side, and Munchkin can try as he might. He needs to truly dig deep on this one. Does at least bail out towards Penny, but now look at what they're left with. Neff and Munchkin. Munchkin 13 HP. Neff though, good work. Quick pick up towards Vanity. And Munchkin's heard this, but he can't get the frag. Jammy's outdoes him. And now Neff with it all to do in the 1v2, gonna leap on down. Actually gets a free start towards Effie's. This could be big, but the time being bought here. Neff knows he's up against it, just trying to find the first. This is just cruelty, but no, punished in the end. And Neff now has to get rid of
Jammies is so low, look at
Jammies is super low HP. The turret ain't gonna do anything at this point. You gotta deal with it. Oh my word, Neff! Impeccable work, saves the day, and we go again.
I had to focus for a second.
Insane round from Neff, the Red Bull.
Short. Who is on short right now?
It's Neff with utility.
Oh no, Neff's gonna buy the time. This could be a huge disaster if he just buys the time. Vanity does get past him. Munchkin on the side just wants to try and deny the spike bomb, but no, Effie's runs through him. Is this how it goes down, really? A 2v3 post plant now. And you got Medusa and Zeph up against Jammy, Zelsis, and Effie's. This is a fight for OT for the Crazy Raccoons, or the victory on map 1 for V1. And Zephyr flashed up, forced to back away, scared of maybe some pressure coming off the back of it, but no, Medusa now opens up the way through on short. Just trying to build on in. First fight comes in, gets it. Effie's now down. Zelsis looking a little dicey on the side, but he does manage to deliver towards Zephyr, and now the 1v2 feels almost impossible. Medusa doing everything he can to try and find a way forward. Gets down Zelsis. He needs to 1v1, and Jammies is low again. Surely not this time. He's going to get it to halfway.
No way.
No. Jammies peek it. Jammies peek it. Oh, and he does in time. Jammies peeks the corner and gets some of the progress that Penny has made. Zephyr's already over here, though, but it is just one player. That spike plant could come in now. Audio cue going to be made so they know that there's now problems on the other front.
Actually going to be Zelsis sent forward to plant this. Munchkin will find Penny, actually.
30 seconds
So he's
left.
thread the needle all the way from behind Boiler. Zelsis gets his ultimate online, so potentially come through and deal with some of this early presence here. And Jammy's going to get himself up into a position where he can play the post plant. Zelsis finds the first.
Zelsis really good for that one. You can see Medusa pushing up for this one. They have to try and disrupt that Viper in these post plants. We know it by now. We've been telling this story the entire time, and Jammies has gone down. This opens up the chance. Great work from Medusa and Neff there to keep him at arm's length, and Effie's trying to do everything he can to deny the spike diffuser. Now back on it. Can Effie's deny it? I don't think he can. No time on it. Munchkin keeping him safe. And the perfect beginning back into this for the Crazy Raccoons after a good read from Penny to try and utilize that.
Again, very low HP, and he's tucked into backside.
See if he gets anything out of that. Zelsis.
Ooh.
Zelsis gets a big punish for that pretty brazen fight. Now Penny's going to be the next on the chopping block, potentially, and look at them, falling like
No
flies.
way.
How is this getting turned? These are the rounds that somehow the Crazy Raccoons make look so deadly. Munchkin sends it, doesn't quite find Vanity, but as the smoke dissipates, he's left standing, no bullets left to play with. And now Effie's called upon to try and deal with the sudden mess that's coming out of nowhere. No spike plant to be worked with. He knows where Munchkin is. Can he clear it for free? 23 HP makes it much more comfortable to work with, and there it is. Effie's clears. Now, Rion was noted earlier, but he could have easily moved by this point.
He could have repositioned down to 45 HP, though. Still only a Sheriff in hand. He's not been able to upgrade it. Effie's comes through a huge Red Bull clutch for him there to turn that round back.
This is perfectly fine. Now, the spike is on towards the site, and now Zephyr can't see that. You've got all the utility kind of keeping him somewhat safe, and the spam's going to at least deny the spike plant for now.
Hunter Fury popped. A couple of warning shots sent out, at least to zone off version 1 for the time being. But meanwhile, Zelsis has actually slipped up inside Tube here. He's going to get himself into a really good position to apply some pressure to the back line of Crazy Raccoons here. Actually, Neth completely unaware. He was trying to spot mid now. Damage comes through onto Snowman. Zephyr will fall. Zelsis spotted the second one as well.
no
Look
way.
at that. Digs Neth out. Medusa trades it, but the damage is already done.
That's impeccable. Just hitting the brakes for a second to allow him to work. Medusa needs to go full clutch on this one. 30 HP. Still some utility to work with, but pretty tricky to dig these players out of these positions. Jammy's on the swing, yeah. Not even going to depend on the utility if required, but just happy to take the fire. Medusa falls. V1 looking solid here.
Slow approach, but actually, I think V1 going to take immediate control here. Jammies and Zelsis actually swing out fine one, but meanwhile, Munchkin has actually slipped all the way through. Might catch Effie's inside the owl drone. Lands the first shot. Luckily closes it out. There's a second there. Effie's was going to recover that. Now Penny going to run a nice little bait there. Vanity going to counter peek off of that. Now version 1 have a man advantage. Spike planted on A though. Actually, Vanity dipping a little ahead of the beat there.
Zelsis, the timing. There, this is going to be scary. Zelsis needs to be able to keep himself alive, and he does. That's two big kills, but there's Zephyr on the counter push. I thought Zelsis could have mopped them all up. I was a bit worried about
playing there. Zephyr, speaking of forcing his way on, comes all the way on. It's a battle of the judges. Vanity actually comes out on top there. Zephyr will fall.
Wasn't pretty, but it did the job at this point. Now Spike's going to go down, and it is 4 players in the post plant. Now, of course, it's a little different. Yes, they have Killjoy in this. Yes, they've got Medusa as well on the Sova, so maybe it's still going to be a bit of a problem, but V1 on the play back in. Zeltis going to lead the way, unafraid, going to be the first one forward, try to be as bold as he can, get as far as he can, gets a tag on Medusa, but the kills ain't coming in clean. Vanity, desperate for this to work. He does get it, but he loses his life for it. Neff there on the trade. And now Munchkin and Neff have to make this work in a 2v3. Now Spike yet to be toyed with. Oh, and Neff out of nowhere finds a huge pickup. Wait, no, Effie's is on it.
What is going on?
Effie's is on the Spike. He's still going to get one now. He's got to know where Neff is. He just got the kills on his teammates. Effie's off the Spike. He wants the kill. He can't get it in time. Forced to fight, falls back to the Spike. And I don't know if he's got the time on this, but we're going to find out he does. V1 with the clutch.
Not to brag,
F
what he does with this one
catches
now.
one on the
The
way
timing,
out.
everything. But he's going to see that they backed away. This is big information they can relay. Now, Munchkin's the problem, though. He can catch every one of these rotations. Him just piercing through middle was a massive play, but Penny looking more like Kenny in this one. Spots out another pixel out of the place he could have done with that, but he'll take it for now by just staying alive. Jammy's in the right place at the right time as well, leaving just Neth and Medusa alive. And you can see the spike now being toyed with towards the side, but they should be in a good position to play retake on this. I want to see what positions they go for. Neth going to try and cover off at least the short wrap on this one. Zelsis there going up towards heaven. Penny heading on around as well.
Medusa actually has Hunter's Fury, but he's stuck on site for the time being. No real opportunity for him to
Can't get
reset.
off.
Yeah.
This is where this has to come down to Neth, and he's going to double down on a huge pick up there. Finds two. And he's going to need more. Now Zelsis can put the wall up if he wants, and he does. But it doesn't stop the bullets, but he's going to sit it towards halfway. He's not stopping. This is a full defuse. He's not getting off the spike.
No way.
He's not getting off the spike.
No way. It's so awkward for Neth to actually take that wide swing, right? It's
Yeah, of course. Are they walking mid? V1 are walking mid. They're just straight up walking mid. Welcome to deathmatch, ladies and gents. V1 just want to get this one started. They're going to have the read. This is surely an A piece now. All players going to be in the right place. They can leave Jammies as just kind of a fallback plan on B if required, but they've got 4 players now waiting for these guys to make it through. Ultimates are plenty as well. Effie's there. Vanity's got his. On the other side, yes, Medusa did have his, but he was locked to sight. As we noted last round, Plant going to come in, tries to be denied. Spike does go down regardless. Zephyr in the meantime did catch Zelsis, so that's going to be a player advantage, at least in this post-plant.
Yeah, and actually, I think Effie's got 2 tags with the Hunter's Fury there, so 2 players very low HP, and actually, Zephyr once again runs under the kill. Vanity falls, and now Munchkin comes through with a judge, try and do some more damage, pile on the pressure. Jammies will find one, but Rion in a position to trade. Crazy Raccoons.
Zelsis may be able to use his if he wants to try and dissuade
Yes.
a little more, but Munchkin finds Vanity so easy. It felt like they lost track of him a little there. Zelsis
The name.
can't do anything.
The paint shell on point as well. It's come through as a man advantage for Crazy Raccoons here in the post plant. Not an awful lot of utility, but like I said, the Hunter's Fury still. A couple of shock darts sent out. I'm trying to fish out Munchkin, I imagine, knowing that he's down to 36 HP, but the double peek as the smoke drop is perfect. Lockdown in response here. V1 still trying to force the issue.
For white though, for blind, Medusa's gone down. Zelsis needs to make the most of this. Tries to clear out as best he can. He couldn't quite get it, and it's still going to be going through. It finally gets destroyed. Now Penny up with Zelsis in a 1v2. Neth needs to clutch out this time. Backs away, and now Neth double dips, tries to keep them off the spike. Has to check that time. No full diffuses going down here, and it will be another on the board for the Crazy Raccoons. Flash going to clear out util, give away a little bit of the game. Doesn't quite get away without actually costing Neth a lot, and Penny again finds Zephyr. That's going to be all up, and there's Zelsis just kicking into gear, all off the back of Penny with the perfect pick to begin it. Now we're down to 2. Medusa and Rion have to clutch out again. A 2v5, ulti invested, everything being poured onto them now. You can see the push coming out from Penny as well. On the back, just flanking this through. They are being boxed in, closed in. There ain't nowhere to go now.
Both of them now creeping up towards Vanity. Low HP behind yellow. If they can isolate this, they might have an opportunity to turn the tides on this round. Jammies, jiggle peeking the edge, but actually potentially going to get backstabbed, and he does. He's left wide open here with Vanity drifting away from yellow.
But look who's waiting. Vanity. Say hello to his little friend. That's going to be one. The second evades, but now a 1v3. Still looking rough. But Rion wants to fight. They're just on the other side of that smoke. All 3 players are here. Rion, how much can you do?